Hey everyone, so today's practice is going to be a slow flow style class, and we're going to slow this class way down. And the intention behind today's practice is to really nourish the softer side of things while still providing a little bit of a challenge along the way. And we'll be doing this by targeting a few acupressure points along the large intestine meridian. So I'll explain those when we get there. And for this practice, you'll need a yoga block and one myofascial release ball if you have one. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can certainly use a tennis ball or something else approximately that size, and we won't use either of these until the very end. So you can just set them off your mat. And for today's practice, we'll be starting in seated. So find a comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to close. Let's start by shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears and just rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Relax the palms wherever they feel comfortable, either on your knees or maybe in your lap. And let's just begin this practice by noticing our breath. Noticing if it feels smooth and rich and full, or maybe a little shallow and fast. And just start to slow the breath down. And taking just a little bit longer to draw the breath in. And even longer to release the breath out. And as we start to slow the breath down, maybe noticing that you're starting to feel already a little bit more relaxed, a little more calm, a little more present. Just continue on with the breath, and you can keep your eyes closed here if you like, or you can blink them open to see. We're going to do our first acupressure point. Really easy to get to. It is large intestine 4, and this one is just going to be in between the webbing of your thumb and your index finger. So take your thumb and your index finger of your right hand, and you're just going to apply some pressure there. You can keep the hands in the lap if you want. You can keep the eyes closed and just focus on the breath. And while you're doing that, you're just going to massage this spot just a little bit. Making little circles with the thumb. And then just pause and apply a little bit of pressure. Just release, let the hands relax again wherever they feel the most comfortable. Notice anything different from side to side. Stay focused on the breath. And now we'll do that other side. So you'll just take the thumb and the index finger of the left hand and place it right in the webbing of the thumb and the index finger of the right hand. And again, we're just going to massage a little bit. Just massage around. We're in no rush today. And now again, we'll be still. So just let the hands relax with that light pressure on large intestine 4. And again, just release, relax the arms, relax the hands. Good. If the eyes are closed, now blink them open. So this next one that we're going to do also will include an acupressure point. We're going to be pressing into kidney 27. I'll guide you there in just a minute, but we're going to be using kidney 27 to get into large intestine 17 and 18, which is right along the side of the neck. So to find this, let's take our right peace fingers and just feel that bony knob where your clavicle and your sternum meet. Good. Once you find that, you're going to just walk the fingers over about an inch and drop the fingers down about an inch. And then place the heel of your right hand right in that spot. It's going to be on the flesh on the top of the chest there. And then place your left hand on top of your right. With a sturdy force, not too hard, but you do want to feel this. You're going to press back in space. So you're applying pressure right onto the muscle. And then traction down. So pull the hands down. And as you do that, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And we'll feel a little tugging here along the sides of the neck. So an added benefit for this one is we're really targeting some of the places in the body where there's a large accumulation of lymph nodes and really moving the tissue around them so that they can move more freely in the body. Good. Now lean the head back just a bit and lift the chin up to the left just a bit. Now tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the right, and tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the left, lean the head back, lift the chin. And we'll do that one more time. Tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the right, and then tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the left, lean back, lift the chin. Pause here for a moment. Release. Bring the hands back to the legs, close the eyes again. Notice if you feel any change from side to side. This one's also good for helping congestion in the chest. Good. Let's go right into that other side. So we'll just take those left peace fingers again and try to feel for that bony knob where the clavicle and the sternum meet. And walk the fingertips laterally, so out to the side about an inch and down about an inch. And again, we'll place the heel of the hand right there and apply a little pressure, and then we'll use our right hand to just add to that pressure. So you're pressing back in space, pushing into the flesh, and now traction down. Pull the skin down as you drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. And now lean the head back in space a little bit, and just until you feel that tugging in the side of the neck. Maybe lift the chin up towards the right. Good. Tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the left side. Tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the right, lean the head back, lift the chin. And we'll do that one more time. Tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the left. And tuck the chin, roll the head over towards the right, lean the head back, lift the chin. And release. Bring the hands back to the legs. Pause there for a moment. Now as we inhale, let's stretch the arms all the way up and overhead. And as we exhale, folding forward. So fold right over your legs. And just drop in, drop down as close as you can towards the floor. Maybe your forehead touches the floor. Lift the chin, roll over the knees, find a child's pose. So our big toes can touch here, the knees will be out wide, stretch the arms out in front of you, sink the hips back towards the heels. And taking just a few more breaths here, softening down through the hips, relax the low back. As you inhale, rise up to hands and knees, table pose, so creases of the wrists will be under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and we'll start a few rounds of cat-cow. So as we exhale, we're tucking the tail, rounding the spine, and dropping the head. As we inhale, we're dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And tuck and round as you exhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze as you inhale. Let's do just one more. Tucking and rounding. Good. Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. And now coming back to a neutral table pose, we're going to take our right leg straight out to the right. Good. So the toes, you can't see my toes here, but your toes are going to be pointing straight forward towards the front of your mat. Good. And now as you inhale, stretch your right arm straight up in the air. Open the heart. As you exhale, thread the needle. Take the right arm back behind the left. This one's pretty deep, so you might need to come down onto your left forearm in order to get there, but see if you can slide that right arm over to the left, coming down on the right side of the face. Good. One more breath here. And slowly come out of that. Take your left hand back under your left shoulder. Stretch your right arm up in the air. Look up. As you exhale, take the right hand down, and then we're going to crawl the hands forward. So like a puppy pose in the upper part of the body, like a gate pose in the lower half of the body. Drop the heart, drop the head, relax into this one. See if you can feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Two more breaths here. And then slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders and right back towards that left knee as you rise up. Lift the arms straight up in the air. Interlace all of the fingers except the pointer fingers and lean towards that right leg. As you inhale, come back through center and just lean to the left a little bit. Nice side body stretch on that right side. Inhale, come back through center, release the arms, gaze up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the floor and take your right knee over to meet your left knee. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tail around the spine. Inhale, come back through center, and we'll do that same thing on the other side. So now take your left leg straight out to the left. Your right knee will stay right underneath your right hip. And now plant your right hand firmly down as you take your left arm straight up in the air. Gaze up towards that left hand. And as you exhale, thread the needle all the way down onto that left shoulder. Again, maybe drop onto the forearm here so that you can really get into this one, which is a little bit deeper of a twist than our normal thread the needle. And just a few more breaths here. And take your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Now stretch your left arm straight up in the air. As you exhale, set your left hand back down, crawl the hands forward, and melt the heart down towards the mat. Drop the head towards the mat, and just really settle in here. And two more breaths. Lifting the head, slowly crawling the hands back underneath the shoulders and right back towards that right knee. Inhale, stretch the arms up, interlacing all of the fingers except for the pointer fingers. And now we're going to lean towards the left, right towards that extended leg. Inhale, come back through center. And as we exhale, we're leaning to the right. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, drop the hands down to the floor. Take your left knee over to meet your right knee. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tail around the spine. Inhale, come back through center, and let's find our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes and lift the hips all the way up to downward facing dog. Drop the head. Relax the neck. See if you can roll the shoulders away from each other. Keep those knees nice and soft. And remember, we're trying to move really slowly today. Let's inhale, rise to the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels straight back down towards the mat. Inhale, rise to the toes, look forward. And as you exhale, step forward between the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, wrap the hands behind the calves, push in and pull up on the calves to deepen your forward fold. Pressing into those feet as we inhale, let's stretch the arms all the way up and overhead. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Good. Inhale, stretching the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of a push-up. We'll pause here for a few breaths. Nice, strong plank, pressing the palms into the mat. Maybe imagine dialing your thumbs forward so the shoulders really plug into the sockets really strongly. Slowly come forward on those tippy toes. Lift the chest just a little bit, gaze forward. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale through to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stretching your right leg up in the air. Exhale, let's step the right foot right between the hands and then just pausing here. Bring your fingertips just around your right foot. Now press down through that right foot. Feel the right thigh, the right hip engage. Engage your left quadricep muscles. So think about your left kneecap pulling up towards your hip. And then we're just going to hover the fingertips up off the ground. Keep breathing. And now stretch the arms back in space. Open the chest. Inhale, stretch the arms forward. So we're in lightning bolt pose. The arms are surrounding the ears. Try not to change the position of your hips. And as you inhale, lift the torso for Crescent Warrior. Really strong legs, really strong breath. Good. Let's take our right arm back and our left arm forward for a twist. Maybe you gaze back towards that right hand. Maybe you still feel some lingering sensation from where we did that acupressure a little while ago. If you feel strong here, if you feel balanced here, take your right hand down your left leg and raise your left arm all the way up. Good. Inhale, unwind, looking back towards that right hand. And then sweeping both arms forward again for our Crescent Warrior. Dropping the hands down to the floor, surrounding that right foot. Let's give that right leg a break. Stretch the right leg. Drop the head towards the shin. And just relaxing that left heel down towards the floor. Good. One more breath. Bending into that right knee, let's drop the left knee down to the floor now. Untuck those left toes, raise the arms straight up in the air. Good. Now bend your left elbow and place your left hand on your upper back. And you're just going to grab hold of the left elbow and lean to the right. And try not to Take your left shoulder forward here. We're really just trying to get this nice side body stretch. You might even look underneath that left arm. Inhale, stretch the arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the mat, top of a push-up. Tuck the toes, slide that right leg back to meet the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Nice and slow, just reconnecting with that steady breath. Relaxing the knees, softening the heels down towards the floor. Good. On your next inhale, let's stretch the left leg up in the air. Exhale, step that left foot between the hands. And we'll come up onto those fingertips again. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, drive down through that left foot, engage the right quadricep muscles. And then we're just gonna hover the fingers up off the floor. Good, sweep the arms back in space, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And lightning bolt pose, swim the arms forward. As we inhale, lift the torso, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, we'll take that twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe peel that left shoulder back just a bit more. And if you feel balanced again, drop your left hand down your right leg, raise your right arm up and over. Good. Inhale, come back through center and find Crescent Warrior. Exhale, drop the hands down to surround that left foot and lift the hips up and back, drop the head towards the shin, relax that right heel. And see if you can really just let yourself go in this one. So elbows are soft, head is relaxed, neck is relaxed. Rebend into that left knee, drop the right knee down to the floor. Untuck the toes, inhale, low lunge, arms rise up. And pressing forward into that hip, we'll pat ourselves on the back with our right hand this time, and grab hold of that right elbow with the left hand, and again, we're just gonna lean to the left, finding a nice side body stretch. Inhale, come back through center, extend the arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the floor, slide back, top of a push-up. Take your inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And now take a child's pose. Drop the knees, bring the toes together, sink those hips back towards the heels. Let's take just 2 more breaths here, and then we'll go through that all again just one more time. As you inhale, rise back to hands and knees, and exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. This time we'll go just a little bit faster, not too fast, still keeping it pretty slow. Inhale, let's rise to the tippy toes, look forward. Exhale, step forward between the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up and overhead. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of a push-up. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step that right foot between the hands. Good, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lift those fingertips up, start using those quadricep muscles. Swim the arms back in space, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lightning bolt, stretch the arms forward. Good, press through that right foot, lift the chest, Crescent Warrior. And take the right arm back, left arm forward for that twist. Reverse Warrior. Well, reverse revolved, we call this one. Right hand down that left leg, left arm reaches. Inhale, stretch the arms straight, look back towards that right hand. Inhale, come back through center. We'll add just a little tiny bit on here. So now bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg, and see if you can lean back. Stay here, breathe here. Crescent Warrior, bend into that right knee. Drop the hands to the floor, drop the left knee to the floor this time. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, take that side bend, bend the left elbow, lean to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, drop the hands down. This time we'll shift the hips back and get our hamstring stretch from here. So maybe lift those right toes. Drop the head towards the shin. And just relax. We've got a few more breaths here. Slowly bend back into that right knee, tuck the left toes, slide the right leg back to meet the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up. And exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips, keep that left knee bent over the left ankle. Lift the fingertips up off the floor. Good, slide the arms back in space. Lightning bolt, float the arms forward. Inhale, Crescent Warrior, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, open into your twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Maybe take that back bend, left hand down the right leg, right arm reaches up. Inhale back into that twist, maybe look back. Good, stretch the arms back into Crescent Warrior. Good, we've got that one little addition here. Begin to bend into your right knee, straighten your left leg, lean back. Breathe. And rebend into that left knee, straighten the right leg. Exhale, drop the hands down to the floor, drop the right knee down to the floor, untuck those toes. Inhale, arms rise. Nice low lunge. Pat yourself on the back with the right hand, grab hold of the elbow, lean to the left. Inhale, come back up, maybe look up. Exhale, drop the hands down to the floor, shift the hips back, maybe lift those left toes up. And just really, again, allowing yourself to soften, to relax here. Two more breaths. Rebend into that left knee. Slide the left knee back to meet the right. And let's take a child's pose. Toes tap, knees separate, sinking those hips back towards the heels. Let's take just 3 more breaths here. Slowly rise up to hands and knees and come to a seat. Good. Just crossing one leg in front of the other. It doesn't matter which one here. Resting the hands on the knees. Let's shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Inhale, swim the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Interlace the fingers. Let's flip the palms forward, press forward. Good, and as you inhale, now stretch those arms straight up. From here, keep the clasp in the hands. We're just going to bring the hands behind the head. Lightly press the head into the hands and squeeze the shoulder blades together to open the heart, lifting the chest. Good. Now drop your right elbow tip down towards the floor. Lift your left elbow tip up. Try to stay on your left sit bone. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, other side. Drop the left elbow tip down. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Stretch the arms straight up in the air. And as we exhale, we'll just take a twist to the right. So drop your left hand towards your right knee and your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay in this twisted position, but now look over your left shoulder and lean the head back. So we're feeling that same tugging in the side of the neck. Maybe lift the chin just a little bit here. Good, tuck the chin, roll back over towards that right shoulder, drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Feel the tugging in the left side of the neck. Lifting the head, slowly unwind, stretch those arms straight up in the air. And as we exhale, let's twist to the left. Good, looking over that left shoulder. Good. And turning your gaze towards the right shoulder now. Lean the head back, get that nice stretch in the side of the neck. Maybe lift the chin just a little. Tuck the chin, roll the head back over towards the left ear resting over that left shoulder. Good. And lifting the head, slowly unwinding, and grab your myofascial release ball. So this final spot that we're going to get here, it's the liver, large intestine 16. And this one, if you kind of just take claw fingers and grab hold of what we usually call our shoulders when we want a shoulder rub, you're just going to grab hold and where your fingers are touching in the back, where it feels really good to apply pressure to, this is where we're going to place the ball. So just this general area. We'll start on the right side. So have your block nearby and lay down on your back. And let's allow the knees to be bent, the feet are flat on the floor. We're just going to take the ball into our right hand and just kind of lean to the left just a little bit and see if you can sneak that ball right into that spot. So right where you clasp and massage, and then you're just going to roll back on top of the ball. So for some of you, this might be kind of intense. For me, this one's not. It doesn't feel too intense just yet. I need a little bit more pressure. So here's where the block comes in. We're going to push the feet into the mat, lift the hips, and slide the block under the sacrum. So now we have more downward pressure on the ball. And you can stay right there if you want. If you need more pressure, you're welcome to take this block up to the next tallest level. Or a nice thing to sometimes do is just pick up the feet and allow the knees to kind of fall towards you until you get enough pressure there on the ball. And just close the eyes. And see if you can settle in here for a couple breaths. So if you have your feet lifted, take them back down to the floor, and we'll take our arms alongside us. We're just going to do a little bit of movement here. So as we inhale, stretch the arms straight up. And as you exhale, take the arms back behind you. Maybe not all the way. If it's really tight, this might be pretty tough. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, bring the arms down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, stretch the arms straight up. Exhale, take the arms back behind you. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down. One more time. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring them back. Last time, stretch the arms up. And bring them right down alongside you. Reach behind you, grab the ball, slide the block out from underneath the sacrum, and then just stretch the legs long as if we were about to take Shavasana, which is coming up very shortly. And just take a moment to notice the changes between the two sides. Noticing if that right shoulder feels much closer to the mat than your left. Noticing whatever else comes up for you. Let's even that out, and the next time we're here, we get to stay here if we want. So again, placing a bend in your knees, we're going to grab the ball into our left hand, lean to the right, and just kind of sneak it up and over that left shoulder. Rolling back on top. If and when you're ready, you'll lift the hips up, slide the block under the sacrum. And just take a moment to relax there, if you can. It's not too much pressure. Most importantly here, we want to remember to breathe. Good. Remember, if you want or need more pressure, you can take your block up to that second tallest level, or you can just lift the feet and draw the knees towards the chest until we get just enough pressure. Just one more breath here. Softly set the feet back down onto the mat. Stretch the arms alongside you. Inhale, take the arms straight up in the air. Exhale, take them right back behind you. And even just noticing a difference here. Inhale, arms rise. That left one might feel like it's not moving quite as well as it did the last time. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms behind you. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, relax them alongside you. One more. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms back. One more time. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, let them relax. Pause here for a couple breaths. releasing the ball, setting it to the side, releasing the block and setting it to the side, and then stretching the legs down, closing the eyes, and just finding a nice, comfortable place for Shavasana, noticing now maybe a little more symmetry between the shoulders. Noticing where the breath ended up here at the end of our practice. And really feeling free to just stay here as long as you want. If you'd like to come up with me, we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. And you can either rock onto one side or the other, or really just come up in your own way, maybe rocking forward. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Namaste.